Hello fans, I'm Randy Pettitt, racing's greatest showman, host of Rattling The Rollcage, and the voice you hear at historic Bowman Gray Stadium Racing in my hometown of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Boy, it was great to see a packed house for the Childress 200 on Saturday night, June the 5th. I have some breaking news to share with you today, plus a few anecdotes and observations about the 2021 season opener. But before I get started, I wanted to mention there are no fireworks shows planned for 2021 this season at Bowman Gray. Now, I get asked that from time to time, but you can enjoy one this Friday night, June the 11th at Ace Speedway. The Alamance County Veterans, better known as Alcovets, and R&S Race Cars is going to present a great tribute to Flag Day, honoring our country and all those who have served defending our freedom. And there will be a big fireworks show, plus a great night of racing at Ace Speedway on Friday night, June the 11th. Folks, this is a great racetrack. I hope you'll come out and check it out and visit me there. Well, congratulations are in order to Jonathan Brown of Winston-Salem as he etched his name into the history books as a winner of the longest, most prestigious modified race at Bowman Gray, the Childress 200. Now, while others were practicing and logging qualifying for the 200 on Friday, Brown and his crew were busy pulling out an old engine and replacing it with one they borrowed from his friend Brody Jones. Brown logged just a few laps of practice on Saturday night before securing the 14th starting position in second round qualifying trials for the 200. Saving his stuff for when it mattered, Jonathan Brown took the lead from 10-time champion Tim Brown on a restart at about lap 138, and from there he was able to fend off all challengers. With just 15 minutes of sleep in the preceding 45 hours, Brown was nearly in tears as I talked to him about tying his uncle, two-time champion Don Smith, on the all-time main event winners list at the Madhouse with 19 career victories. Brown won the Childress 200 in his 14th start in that particular event. His best finish previously was second back in 2011. We also got to tip the cap to Danny Bone, who took a break from the NASCAR Truck Series and logged a career best finish of second in the Childress 200. And he did it in a race car built 30 years ago by his father Eddie Bone and a family friend. James Savali finished third. That was his best finish in all of his tries in the Childress 200. One of the most notable things was who didn't finish in the top five. Both 10-time Bowman Gray champions Tim Brown and Burt Myers were shut out of the top five in this race for the first time since Randy wore normal clothes at the Madhouse. Wow. Hey, you think that the Childress 200 is hard to win? Well, you're right. Randy Butner would agree with you. He is 0 for 30 in the Childress 200. Oh, by the way, so would Chris Fleming and Jason Myers. They're both 0 for 18 in the 200. It's a race that truly makes champions at the Madhouse, and that was the next stated goal when I interviewed Jonathan Brown. He said he wanted to win the 200, and he wants to back it up with a championship. We'll see how that turns out later this season. Tommy Neal got the 49th victory of his Sportsman career at the Madhouse in a hotly contested 40-lap event. The Tiger fought off early leader and eventual runner-up Michael Adams, who was on cruise control in the final laps. Neal lamented his failure to win in a modified race at the Madhouse when I interviewed him Saturday night. The Tiger was a former champion and winner in stadium stock to four-cylinder cars, and he was a winner when he moved up briefly to street stock. And prior to all that, of course, he won the Sportsman title back in 2016. So congratulations to the Tiger. Zach Orr got his season started out on a good note, finishing third. And the Series 2019 champion, Justin Taylor, finished fourth. Billy Gregg opened defense of his 2019 Street Stock Championship at Bowman Gray by winning a 20-lap race in convincing fashion. It was his 17th Street Stock victory at the Madhouse, tying David Adams for 6th best all-time in the division. And by the way, thanks to my good friend Justin Mincy for all his help with the stats, keeping up with the Madhouse. Another 2019 champion got off to a fantastic start as Chuck Wall easily won the first of two 15-lap stadium stock races. It was Wall's 23rd Bowman Gray victory, and he remains 5th all times in wins in stadium stock at the Madhouse. RCR crewman Robert Strmiska bagged the second victory of his career at Bowman Gray in a stirring battle with 2019 Top Gun Brandon Brindle and the Slim Reaper himself, Grayson Keaton. And if you saw that race, that may have been the best one of the night. Another cool thing that happened in the Stadium Stock Division, former champion and one of the all-time greats, Charlie Curry, was a spectator on Saturday night, and he was a proud papa when his son Blaine Curry finished fifth to Wall in his very first start at the Madhouse. Congratulations to the Curry family. Well, just 10 more weeks remain in the Bowman Gray season, and wow, what an amazing crowd we had for the season opener. You guys were rocking. And thank you all so much for your enthusiasm and the great respect you showed by standing for our law enforcement officers and first responders. And by the way, sponsors Bruce and Zach Hayes of Hayes Jewelers were very appreciative of all the love you gave. Thanks again. You guys are the best. Oh yeah, I have some breaking news to share. Are you ready? Remember the name Pee Wee Jones? Sylvester Jones, better known to all as Pee Wee, won a lot of main events at the Madhouse and 6 track titles at Bowman Gray. And he is the only man to win 5 straight championships in the featured division. And as I mentioned in a previous video, part of our storylines this year is watching Burt Myers, who won his 4th in a row in 2019, chase Pee Wee Jones's record of 5 straight titles in the featured division. Well, Mike Jones, a son of Pee Wee, shared some great news with me this week. Mike's son, Austin, will make his Bowman Gray Stadium debut this coming Saturday night, June the 11th, in the Street Stock Division. Austin Jones has been a very accomplished go-kart racer, according to the family, winning 8 straight poles this season and 5 of his last 9 races. Well, back in the day, I met Pee Wee Jones after he'd hung up his helmet and wrote a story or two about him. And my first impression was, how in the world was this really super nice guy ever capable of winning a race at Bowman Gray? He just seemed to be too nice to be a race car driver. Well, another old-timer, former pace car driver and another Bowman Gray winner, Whitey Norman, straightened me out really quick. Don't let him fool you, Norman told me. He may appear to be pretty nice, but he was one tough customer in that race car. Man, he could make that car seem 10 feet wide when he had to. So, it'll be my pleasure to be a part of history once again when the grandson of a true Bowman Gray legend, Pee Wee Jones, makes his debut at the Madhouse this weekend. So good luck to Austin Jones, and I hope you are there to see it with me. I'm Randy Pettitt, the voice of Bowman Gray Racing and Ace Speedway. I want you to help me keep these shows coming by hitting that subscribe button. Listen, it doesn't cost you a dime, and it means the world to us. While I'm at it, I want to thank my friend Lee Kraft, the host of Monday Morning Racer, for all his help getting our shows on YouTube. Special thanks to my friend Kirk Ipock of Solid Rock Carriers for his steadfast support of not only my show, but all of us in grassroots stock car racing. Hey, and we can't forget our other show sponsors, strutmasters.com, vitacshot.com, Rooster's Country Store in Kernersville. It's on Highway 66, and say hi to our good Bowman Gray buddy Terry King when you go down there. And thanks to all the staff at H&A Directional Boring in Snow Camp, North Carolina for their support of our show. Don't forget, fans, Alcovets and RNS Race Cars presents fireworks, great racing, and a patriotic celebration, I'm ready to go, of our Armed Forces and Flag Day this Friday, June the 11th at Ace Speedway. This is a super nice track, and it's always great racing and a lot of fun, and I hope you can join us Friday night at Ace. Now, the annual 50-lap street stock race and a skid plate race are added attractions at the Madhouse on Saturday night, June the 12th, and that's brought to you by my friends at Thunder Road Grill in Midway. Well, I am racing's greatest showman, Randy Pettitt. Thank you so much for watching Rattling the Rollcage, and may all your days be race days.